Hey guys, this is my little toy review for the older Predator from the Series 3 of the Predators action figure line. And this figure, its character. Sorry, I'm a little discombobulated. But anyways, this character is seen at the end of Predator 2 when the whole clan of lost Predators, comes out and it's like, oh snap, there's more of them. But anyways, this guy, I've had him for a couple weeks. He's pretty darn cool. I paid like $23.67 or something like that to get him on Amazon, which I shouldn't have paid that much to be honest, since this guy by himself was just like 15. But anyways, it's a pretty cool figure. It's really durable and everything. I've had this guy fall off a shelf and hit the floor, and it was tile. And he got off without a scratch. But anyways, you can kind of see his body armor is quite similar to the original Predators one. Like, look, it even has the whole tube thing and all that stuff, and the same basic setup. And as far as his accessories go, it's pretty cool. He's got a lot more than what they usually have, like the 16th or 18th, whatever the heck, century flintlock pistol, which he gives to Danny Glover in the movie. He's got that. He's got this whole bone necklace thing right here, which is pretty cool too. He's got his own little thing, which you see him holding in the movie. And then he's got, of course, the classic plasma caster, shoulder cannon, and all that jazz, which is pretty neat. But be warned with this thing, you have to be kind of careful. It seems a little flimsy. It can turn and all that like this and up a little bit, but that's about it. And you have to be careful with the base right down here. It actually snapped on one side. It's still on there and everything, but you have to be careful or it will come off. But anyways, and with getting this on here, you kind of might want to tilt his head in such a way, and there's a whole little notch thing in the back. Don't know if you can really see it that well. It's this side. You hook it in here, and then there's another notch up here, and it fits right on. But you have to get the back notch first, or else it won't work properly, or at least it'll try falling off. Here's a good close-up of him. It's pretty badass looking, I must say. And there were little like things in his tusk right here. There were like these gold-looking like piercings, which were really badass looking. But like 2 seconds after I took this sucker out of the package, they fell out. And like I've seen other ones where they stayed. It was like, damn it, I wish I'd gotten one like that. But anyways, here's his front with everything. And I didn't know if you guys would notice this, but just for shits and giggles, I put in a little like pistol from one of my Halo Reach figures. But anyways, this guy's pretty cool. Let's see the side. All that. Get a good look at that. See, his feet are pretty cool too. He kind of overall has that whole gray skinned look like he's older. And oh yeah, his dreadlocks are another cool thing. It's not like in some of the others where it's just one big mold. These are all like kind of individually here. There's only a couple where it's like they're together, like this one right here at the back. But aside from that, it's real cool. And of course the classic wrist blades extend out like so. Mine, I was lucky enough to have them where they weren't all messed up and everything, and they can just go like right out here and go whoosh. It's like, what's up, bitches? I'm gonna skewer you. And as far as everything goes with his head, like a movement, it's a ball joint, I'm pretty sure. He can move around real good. Same with his hand, ball jointed feet, which I allow for pretty good posing. It's cut down the middle here, so they move like so, and up and down. Can't really get a good walking pose, I guess you could say, with him. Maybe a good pose like about like this, or just blades out, or like I'm gonna mess you up, bitch. Stuff like that. He's pretty cool. And then from the back, looks pretty good as well. Oh, and I almost forgot. Of course, you probably noticed, like, because he uses it in the movie, there's this big old cutlass-looking thing he has right here, which is pretty cool. See the notch and everything in it. It's not quite what I thought it would be like in the movie, but still pretty cool. He's got his whole little ornate, holster and everything right here, and he's even got a spot for the flintlock pistol, which goes right down here, like so, and just kind of slung there. But yeah, this figure overall, I would say, is a good figure. It has some quality issues, like I said, with the with the plasma caster up here. Like the little joint is kind of weak, and like when I first held it, it was like, oh geez, this might break and everything. But let's get a little bit better pose on him right now. Like there, that's pretty good. But anyways, and as far as movement goes, like I said, his legs are kind of stiff, I guess you could say. His feet are nice to move. His arms are pretty good. This one's limited because there's more armor, especially if this is on here. Like if you take this off, you can move just a little bit more, not much. And it's not made out of like hard plastic where it's like the threat of it snapping is a problem, because it's not. And like I said, his head can move a lot more when he doesn't have that thing on. But this arm over here, you can move plenty. Like he's up like, yeah, I just beat your ass, or something like that. This one over here, it's limited. And I think you would have to try fairly hard in order to snap this little bugger right here along with this. You probably have to cut it. But aside from that, this is like my favorite figure I've gotten. Which is kind of weird because I only have one other figure, and it was a Wolf Predator figure, which I hate because it was poorly made and everything. But this one is like a far cry from that. But as far as like the painting goes, it's done fairly well. But the only thing I noticed is that this part up here on his head, right up here, I was expecting it to be darker, because like I saw in other pictures how dark it was. Like aside from that, they did great. But I was expecting it to be a little bit darker than that. And as far as down here goes on his legs, it's spotted and everything, not all one color like say the chest up here. The chest up here has good texture looking and stuff. He's like got a six pack like a boss and all that stuff, and the netting is drawn on there fairly well. But like at some spots it's actually rubbed off right here and a little bit right here. And up here there's not nearly as much color. But then if you switch over to this side, his wrist blade side, it's got fairly good texture and all that stuff. And then but if you switch over to here on this other side, you can kind of see where they were like they were supposed to be netting and stuff right here, or mesh, whatever you want to call it. Where it was supposed to be right here, but it wasn't drawn on. And the rest of his arm right here isn't exactly the most colorful bit of him. His hand right here though is colorful and everything, and it's like quite the contrast, like dark white, dark white. But anyways, aside from that, I love this figure, and yeah, I look forward to getting more from because I'm looking at getting the original 1987 one, because that one looks pretty good. But anyways, thanks for watching. I might come up with another one. Goodbye.